Okay, let's see if you guys can do this one here. So you're given this shape here. You're told that this is a square. Okay, now if you're told that this is a square, then you don't need to be told that this must be also be x. Okay, now on top of this square, you've got you've got a perfect half circle here. So if you're told that is a half of the circle on top of the square, then you know that the radius here is x over 2. Well, again, you don't need to be told that. So anyway, given this shape here, I want you to figure out the value of x, where the area of this whole thing here would be 100 centimeters squared. Okay, so find out x where the value will be where the area will be 100 centimeters squared. Okay, so work out the value of x. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, come up with a term for the area of this shape here in terms of x. So when someone gives you x, you can immediately work. Well, you will have a formula to immediately work out the area. Well, to do that, well, this area here will be x times x. So this area here will be x squared. Now the area of a circle, of a whole circle here, will be pi r squared. But you know r in terms of x. R is a radius, but why introduce a new variable into our formula? Why not recycle the old one? So recycle this x. Well, anyway, r will be x over 2. So this thing here. So you put x over 2 into the r. So you have this here, pi r x over 2 squared. Okay, and then that will give you the whole circle. But then you only need half, so you've got to cut it in half. Okay. Well, anyway, our formula will be, hang on. So area equals x squared plus well, normally it's pi r squared, but we know the radius will be x over 2. So let's put this x over 2 inside here. So it will be pi x over 2 squared. Okay, so this is our formula here. Okay, this will give us the area of the whole shape. Oh, sorry, not quite. We need to cut this in half because this here is a whole circle. Okay, so we need to cut it in half. Oh, hang on. So we need to cut this in half. So our formula is a equals x squared plus. Now this here will give us a whole circle. This bit here will give us this here, the whole circle here. But because we only need half, we're gonna cut it in half. That's why we've got this divide 2 here. Okay, so now it's quite ugly. So let's try and tidy this up here. Hang on, because here this is quite ugly because you've got a fraction within a fraction. So let's just concentrate on tidying this up. So this will become x squared plus. Now, well, tidy this up. Let's just concentrate on this bit here. Okay, so it will be hang on, x over 2 times x over 2. That's what an x squared means. So that will give us x squared over 4. And then don't forget we're going to times by pi. So times by pi, it gets multiplied to the top. So it will be this. Pi x hang on, it will be this. It will be pi x squared over 4, and then divided by 2. Okay, it's still ugly. So you got this fraction on top of a fraction. Again, let's tidy it up. So this will be x squared. Now let's concentrate on this bit here. So this will be what was it? So it will be this. Visualize it like this: over 4, and then divided by 2. Because here you've got this thing here divided by 2, but visualize it like this. Now you've got that thing there divided by 2. Now when you divide, well, you're dividing a fraction, so let's multiply. When you're dividing a fraction, multiply to the bottom, so it becomes this: pi x squared over 8. Okay, now our formula is becoming nice and tidy now. Okay, so this is our formula here for the area. Okay, this is our formula here. But now we're told that the area must be 100. It must be the 100. So now let's put 100 into the area here. So far we've got this a equals that, but now we're going to put 100 into here, into the a here. So now it's just a matter of solving x squared. So really this is in a way a quadratic formula, because a quadratic normally is x squared, you got a plus bx plus c equals 0. Well, equals something, but here if you look at this here, you've got x squared here, x squared here. So rewrite this as, well, this in a way is a quadratic equation, because well, in this case b is 0 and c is 0. So all you've got is so c is not 0 here, just b is 0. So you see what I mean later. So let me just rewrite this. Let me just group the 2x squared together. This here is like this here. Hang on, bear with me on this. This here is like this. I know you're not supposed to put the 1 in front of it. I just want to do this so that you can see. This one here plus plus pi over 8 and then x squared. Now can you see that this is the same as this? So we can merge them together. In fact, you can merge them together, so it becomes like this. Hang on. 1 plus pi over 8 brackets x squared. Okay, and this equals 100. Okay, so here this is like a quadratic here. Hang on, a x squared plus b x. Well, here we've got our c is actually 100 here. Well, anyway, this b here, we haven't got an x. You see, we've got x squared here, but we haven't got x on its own. So in this case, our equation, the b here is 0. So we've got, well, anyway, this is in a way a quadratic equation here. Okay, so now it's a matter of you solving x. So it's like me giving you this here. Hang on, it's like me giving you a random coefficient of x squared here equals 100. It's just like me giving you, well, in our case it's 100 equals, let's say I'm going to give you a random 8 here, x squared. So it's like me giving you this here. It's actually easier to solve because b is 0. Well, anyway, in order to solve this, take away 100 from both sides. So you would have this 8x squared minus 100 equals 0. You see, this one here is actually quite easy to solve. Well, let's just solve it now. So the important part is, remember that this is the coefficient of x squared. Okay, so, well, anyway, take away 100 from both sides. So this would be, hang on, this would be 1 plus this over 8 x squared minus 100, and then this here will be 0. Okay, yeah, so if you roughly sketch this, you should be able to roughly sketch this now. This is, well, when x is small, it wants to do this, which is minus 100, and then when x is big, it wants to do the x squared. So it's really something like this. Okay, well, your job is to find out the value of x. So basically, x equals 0. Sorry, your job is to find out when this thing here equals 0. So which is these 2 points here. Okay. Well, anyway, just solve x so that this thing here is equal to 0. So hang on. Let's think. Let's merge these two into one fraction now. Okay. Well, anyway, let's merge these two together. So this will be 8 over 8 plus pi over 8 x squared equals well, minus 100. And then now the two denominators are the same. So let's merge. So 8 plus pi over 8 x squared minus 100. Okay. Now, well, equals 0, and well, I'm going round in circles here because I didn't actually need to move the 100 across, but I did it so that you can see the normal format that we're used to. So now you're trying to find out x here. So add 100 to both sides. Okay, I know I'm going around in circles here. You didn't earlier. You didn't actually need to move the 100 across. I did it so that so that you could see what's going on. So this would be this plus this over 8. Okay, x squared, and now divide both sides by this thing here because you're trying to get x on its own. So divide both sides by this. Okay, so if I give you this 100 equals 8x squared, you would get rid of the 8 first, and then you would square root. This is what we're doing. We're dividing both sides by this. So now now divide both sides by the coefficient of x squared. So it will be 100 divided by visualize it like this: 8 over, well, this over this equals x squared. Now, when you have a fraction, a over b divided by c over d, what you do is you keep this thing the same, and then what you keep this thing the same. So this would be a over b, and then you times the reciprocal of this second fraction. Okay, so rather than doing this, we don't really understand dividing a fraction. So we keep this bit the same. Okay, and then times the reciprocal of the second fraction here, so it becomes this. So when you can pretend that this is like over 1. Okay, so so you keep this the same, but then times the reciprocal of this. So so this will be 100 over 1 times the reciprocal of this, 8 over 8 plus pi. Bear in mind that this here exists in a bubble. Okay. Equals x squared here. So so here, hang on. Let me think. And then you got two fractions. Chop times chop, which would be 800 over 8 plus. And then remember, bottom here times bottom here. So 1 times that bubble is just that bubble. So now it's this x squared, and now to square root both sides. So x equals plus or minus 8, plus or minus 800 over 8 plus n. You see, plus or minus. You see, one solution would give us a useless answer, minus, I don't know, minus 8 point something. If you work this out, I think it's 8 point something. But one solution is minus 8 point something. The other one is positive 8 point something. Now, in our scenario, a minus number is meaningless. So here we've worked out that x could be minus 8 point something. Get your calculator out and work this out. I think it comes to about 8 point something. Yeah. So one solution is minus 8 point something. The other solution is 8 something, positive 8 something. This minus here is meaningless in our scenario here. So the positive solution is actually the representation of x. Okay, so anyway, our whole answer is x equals the positive side of this. Okay, so this is our solution here. Okay.